Theodore loved books. As a child, he would spend hours scribbling stories in his notebooks, dreaming of the day when he would see his name on the cover of a book. It was a time when many children struggled with illiteracy. One of the reasons was that books were too long and boring for children. Theodore was determined to help. He wanted to write short storybooks for children that would be funny and use easy words. He wanted reading to be fun for kids, something both children and their families would enjoy doing together. He poured his heart into it, crafting every word with care. But when he sent the manuscript out to publishers, rejection after rejection followed. 27 times, he was told no. Each rejection felt like a dagger to his heart, and soon he was overcome with despair. He decided to burn the manuscript, to rid himself of the painful reminder of his failure. Theodore grew up in the midst of war, and his family struggled financially. He had a temporary issue with alcohol, which got him fired and in trouble with the law. By the time he was 18, Theodore had left home. He was alone and uncertain of his future, but knew that somehow he wanted to help others. Now, it felt that even that was being torn away from him. Just as he was about to toss the pages into the flames, he received news that a publisher was interested in his book. Theodore was overjoyed, but couldn't publish under his real name because of his troubles when he was younger. Instead, he chose a pen name, one that would one day become known around the world. Finally, his first book was published, but to his dismay, it was not the raging success he had hoped for. A few years later, Theodore tried again. This new book did better, but it still wasn't anywhere near a bestseller. Discouraged, he stopped writing and turned to other endeavors. But eventually, his desire to write brought him back to his first passion. It wasn't until nearly 20 years after his first book that his perseverance finally paid off. His latest book became a true bestseller. When you were a child, you probably read Green Eggs and Ham, The Cat in the Hat, The Lorax, Horton Hears a Who, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, along with many other beloved stories. But did you know that the man who wrote and illustrated them was Theodore Geisel, better known by his pen name, Dr. Seuss? To date, over 600 million copies of his 60-plus books have been sold worldwide, translated into more than 20 languages. His books inspired numerous adaptations, including 11 television specials, 5 feature films, 4 television series, and even a Broadway musical. Even though his early years were filled with struggles and rejections, Theodore later received a number of prestigious Academy Awards, Emmy Awards, and medals for his contribution to society and the world of books, which have brought joy to countless children around the world.